Rain hammered the streets like it had a personal grudge. Ion pulled his thin jacket tighter as he balanced grocery bags in one hand and his 5-year-old daughter, Mira, in the other. Being a single dad wasn't the hardest part of his life. Being a poor single dad was. Every rupee was counted. Every step was calculated. That's when he heard the scream. "Help! Please! Someone help!" Across the street, a wheelchair-bound woman was stuck at the edge of a flooded sidewalk. Her chair had tilted, one wheel trapped in a broken drain. Beside her, a little boy, no older than Mira, was crying, tugging at her sleeve as water rushed closer. People passed. Some looked away. Some pretended not to hear. Ion didn't. "Stay here, Mira," he said, placing the grocery bags down. Before she could reply, he was already running. The woman's face was pale, panic written in every breath. I can't move it," she said, her voice shaking. "My son, please." Ion grabbed the wheelchair, ignoring the cold water soaking his shoes. The drain sucked at the wheel like it didn't want to let go. He pushed. It wouldn't budge. Then he pushed harder. With a sharp crack, the wheel came free, and he dragged the chair back onto solid ground. The woman collapsed against the seat, tears spilling down her cheeks. Her son wrapped his arms around her, sobbing with relief. "Thank you," she whispered. "You have no idea what you just did." Ion smiled gently. Anyone would have done the same, but that wasn't true. As he walked back to Mira, he didn't notice the black luxury SUV parked across the street, or the man inside, speaking urgently into his phone while watching Ion like he'd just seen a ghost. That night, as Ion tucked Mira into bed, he had no idea that his simple act of kindness had just put him on the path to a truth so shocking. It would change his life forever. Subscribe and follow to catch the next chapter. This story is just getting started. The next morning, Ion woke to the sound of his phone buzzing nonstop. He frowned. No one ever called him this early, especially not unknown numbers. He silenced it, got Mira ready for school, and pushed the strange feeling aside. Life didn't leave room for curiosity. But by noon, the calls hadn't stopped. When he finally answered, a calm, professional voice spoke. "Mr. Ion Rahman? This is Mr. Saeed Malik. I believe you helped someone yesterday during the storm." Ion stiffened. "Yes. Is something wrong?" "Quite the opposite," the man replied. "The woman you helped is Mrs. Eliza Karim. She wishes to meet you today." Ion almost laughed. "I think you have the wrong person. I just helped a stranger." There was a pause. Then the voice lowered. "Sir, Mrs. Karim is the widow of the late oil magnate Hassan Karim." The words hit like a slap. Oil magnate? Widow? Ion's eyes drifted to the cracked wall of his small apartment, the unpaid electricity bill pinned near the door. "I don't understand. Why would someone like that want to meet me?" "Because," Mr. Malik said quietly, "yesterday you did what her money could not." That afternoon, a sleek black car waited outside Ion's building, turning heads in the narrow street. Neighbors whispered. Myra's eyes went wide. "Abu," she whispered, "are we in trouble?" Ion knelt beside her. "No, John. Just be brave. Okay?" The car carried them to a private hospital overlooking the city. Inside, Eliza Karim sat by a wide window, her wheelchair polished, her son playing quietly at her side. When she saw Ion, her eyes filled again. "You came," she said softly. "I was afraid you wouldn't." "I didn't save you for anything," Ion replied honestly. "I just couldn't walk away." Eliza studied him for a long moment. "My husband built an empire. Oil fields, companies, power. When he died, people stopped seeing me as human, only as wealth." She gestured to her wheelchair. Yesterday I learned something. In the rain, I wasn't an oil heiress. I was just a mother who couldn't protect her child. Her son looked up at Ion. "You're my hero," he said. Ion swallowed hard. Then Eliza nodded to Mr. Malik. He placed a thin folder on the table. Inside were documents, names, numbers Ion couldn't even process. "I want to help you," Eliza said. "Not with charity, with opportunity." Ion shook his head slowly. "I don't need your money." Eliza smiled sadly. "That's exactly why I trust you." But what Ion didn't know, someone else had seen. Those documents. And they were willing to do anything to make sure Ion never accepted her offer. Follow and subscribe to continue. The truth is getting darker. That night, Ion couldn't sleep. The folder sat unopened on the small kitchen table, like it weighed more than paper ever should. Every time he looked at it, he saw Myra's future. School fees, warm winters, a life without constant fear. And yet, something about it felt dangerous. He finally opened it. Inside were legal documents, trust papers, and a single handwritten note from Eliza. "I don't need a guard. I need someone I can trust with my son's life." Ion exhaled slowly. Before he could read further, the lights flickered, then went out. The room fell into silence. "Abu!" Myra's voice trembled from the bedroom. "I'm here," Ion whispered, grabbing his phone. No signal. Then came the knock. Not loud, not polite. 3 slow taps on the door. Ion's heart slammed. He quietly moved Mira behind him and cracked the door open. 2 men stood in the hallway, dressed sharp, smiles cold. "Mr. Rahman," one said smoothly, "we represent parties with interest in the Karim estate." "I don't know anything about it," Ion replied. The man's smile vanished. "You know enough." They stepped closer. "Mrs. Karim is emotional, vulnerable. She's making decisions she may regret. Our clients want to ensure she's protected from people who might take advantage." Ion's jaw tightened. "You're threatening me." "No," the second man said, calmly. "We're advising you." One of them glanced toward Mira. "Single fathers already carry enough burdens, don't they?" That was enough. "Get out," Ion said, his voice steady despite the fire in his chest. "Now." The men exchanged looks, then stepped back. "For your sake," the first said. "Forget you ever met Eliza Karim." The power came back seconds after they left. The next morning, Eliza called. "They came to you," she said before Ion could speak. It wasn't a question. "Yes," he answered. "I'm sorry," she said quietly. "This is why I live surrounded by walls and guards. My husband's partners don't believe a poor man can be honest." Ion looked at Mira eating her breakfast, unaware how close fear had come to their door. "I won't walk away," he said firmly. "But I won't be bought either." There was a long silence. Then Eliza spoke, her voice stronger than before. "Good, because I don't want to hire you. I want to entrust you." She explained the truth. Hidden assets, disputed oil fields, and a clause in Hassan Karim's will. One that could give Eliza full control only if an independent guardian oversaw her son's safety. "That guardian," she said softly, "must be you." Ion closed his eyes. By saying yes, he would step into a world of power, enemies, and danger. By saying no, he would return to safety, poverty, and regret. He looked at Mira. Then he made his choice. Chapter 4 will reveal Ion's decision, and the price that comes with it. Backhand index pointing right, follow, and subscribe. The turning point is next.